Hi there Virgos, welcome back to my channel, The Angel Witch Tarot. If you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. So this reading is for the week of 18th to 24th May 2026, and let's start off with the intuitive oracle card so that we can know what the spirits want you to know regarding your intuition this week. Divine timing. Everything unfolds in its time. Trust the universe's timing. Spiritual guidance. Intuition connects you with the divine guidance. Trust its direction. Let's move on to the tarot and see how your week progresses. So we've got the moon in reverse, which talks about how you're releasing your fear, how you're letting go of repressed emotions. There's inner confusion, there's some sort of misinterpretation of something, there's darkness and a lot of insecurities. And then we have the Fool in reverse, which is talking about you're holding back on something. There's indecision, there's hesitation, there's recklessness, fearlessness, making bad choices and taking a lot of risks. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, which talks about long-term views, hard work, perseverance, diligence, sustainable results, and investments. Then we have the High Priestess upright, which talks about your intuition, your sacred knowledge, your subconsciousness, your divine feminine energy, the sensitivity, purity, and high morals, and the fact that you have to trust yourself. Then we have the the Strength card, which is the 8th card of the Major Arcana, which is upright, by the way. So it talks about courage, passion, subtle power, persuasion, influence, inner strength, focus, and compassion. And then we have the Page of Cups in reverse, which talks about emotional immaturity, insecurity, disappointment, new ideas, and creative blocks. And then we have the Five of Swords, which is upright, talks about conflicts, disagreements, competition, defeat, trying to win at all costs, being sneaky. It could also be relating to bullies, thefts, or even abusive relationships. Then we have the World in reverse. You're seeking personal closure, but you're taking shortcuts for it, which is causing a lot of delays. Shortcuts are not always the easiest path, but since you're taking shortcuts here, you're not going to get the closure you need, so you're feeling incomplete. Temperance. There's a lot of balance, harmony, moderation, patience. You're being sensible, you're finding purpose and finding meaning for things at this point. It seems like you've decided to not take the shortcut and take the long road instead, because you actually learn from everything that happens to you in the long road. So proposal, an offer or proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise. Wedding, taking your relationship to the next level one step at a time. For this next set, I want you to think of somebody. It could even be yourself. Just think of someone and we'll figure out what's in the shadows of this person's heart. It could even be yourself, so remember that. Just whoever pops up into your head first, let that person be the one that you're thinking about. Tangled web. They're very convoluted, they're entranced by something, and their justifications are caught up. It's like a tangled web. And all talk. This person is a silver-tongued devil. Big flirt, no action. They're a player at this point. Alright, so let's move on to the next set with the Beast Soul Oracle card and see what the spirit animals have for you guys this week. The cute penguin. All about being whimsy. It talks about community and loyalty. It says to pay attention to the people around you and discover the advantages of family and friends. The nimble bat, all about perception, change and flexibility. It says you need to have the courage to face the darkness within you. I am creating new sources of income every day. Recite this as many times as you can, because this affirmation will turn into a manifestation the more you say this affirmation out loud. Alright, so let's move on to the Astro Dice for the overall energy of the week. Jupiter, 9th house, Aries. So Jupiter is all about growth, abundance, optimism, understanding, luck, expansion, finances, happiness, travel, foreign affairs, gratitude, honor, law, morality, humor, generosity, abstract thought and goodwill. And then Aries is all about being direct, brave, fearless, talks about leadership, authoritativeness, independence, impulsiveness, competitiveness, aggressiveness, activeness, being self-centered, passionate, being interested in sports, war, some sort of fighting. It could be relating to your, not the fighting part, because Aries could also be talking about something related to your workspace, colleagues or boss, authoritative figures in your workplace, like your boss or your CEOs. It could also be talking about masculinity or male figures or self-starters, or even the fact that you might be impatient this week. And the 9th house is all about long distance travels, journeys related to religion, philosophy, higher education, or it could also be talking about lawyers, dreams, divination, wisdom, the arts, the media, the publishing, the ethics, the learning and the cultures as well. Alright, so this is the end of the reading for you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.